Los Extra Value Meals están de regreso. Ahora te puedes llevar un delicioso Sausage, Egg and Cheese McGriddles y un Hash Brown y un café por solo $5 en McDonald's. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawái, Alaska y California y con entrega.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
You got mail.
Hi, I'm Elise Morales. Millie is out being a boss bitch in Chicago, and this is Go Touch Grass, the podcast where we log in so you can log off. Me and my soon-to-be-revealed guest host are two chronically online comedians, and on this pod, we break down the week in internet discourse, viral memes, TikTok trends, and niche influencer drama so that you can go do literally anything else with your time. If you like what you hear today and you want to hear more, we have a Go Touch Grass Patreon with tons more content weekly, access to our Discord community, our spin-off series Search History, where we go back and break down a viral discourse from the past, our book club, which is poppin'. I believe our Patreon this week is about the viral is having a boyfriend embarrassing British Vogue article. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and review. Don't forget to check out full video episodes of this podcast every weekend on YouTube, and head on over to gotouchgrasspodcast.com for all things Grass Nation. Now, today, subbing in for Millie, we have a dear friend in real life, a dear friend of the pod. You know him from his hilarious characters on Instagram and TikTok. He's also the host of Netflix's We Have the Receipts podcast. It's Chris Burns, a.k.a. Fat Carrie Bradshaw.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here for Millie.
Yes.
I hope I can fill her shoes.
Yeah.
I know I
think you
can't
will.
because I've tried to wear her shoes before and they don't fit. But we do share coats sometimes.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I have and I'm going to say this vulnerably, I have kind of big feet for a woman.
What size shoe do you wear?
9.5.
Okay.
Sometimes
you
a
can
9
get it
wide.
still. I wear in women's a 15.
Wow.
It's hard to find a heel.
That's tough.
You know? But
That is
9.5, at least it's under 10.
Yeah, I was just with a group at one point. Somehow a bunch of the women in the group were saying their shoe size, and they were going around and all of them were 6 or below. And I was I'm not particularly tall. So I was just damn, I'm a 9 wide.
I think there's maybe it's Paris Hilton wears size 10 shoes.
Really?
Yeah. Because I remember Bling Ring, they tried to steal. Remember they took her shoes, but then nobody could wear them because they were way too big.
Are you on WikiFeet?
I'm not on WikiFeet. My feet are
am.
pretty. I don't know if anybody would ever have found a picture of my feet.
Yeah, I am because I have posted, I guess, with feet.
Of course.
Didn't realize.
What's your rating?
You know what? I was just rated okay.
Oh.
It said okay feet.
I have a corn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't put him out there.
No.
I was I did not realize that I was subjecting myself to judgment in this type of way. And it gets I've never thought about my feet one way or another. And then it gets in your head and you're well, what makes them okay versus not? I think I don't have I don't have flat feet, but my arch isn't
I have
super.
flat feet too.
Yeah.
But you'd think there's got to be a market for 9.5s.
Right? I mean, they said okay. They didn't say bad, but I did. The reason my rating is okay is because some people did rate bad.
Yeah.
Some
it might
people
be
said
a
bad feet.
niche fetish in the it might be a niche fetish within the fetish of feet to big feet.
Yeah, I think that what I realized when I was looking into it is that I was because foot fetish is not my thing, and God bless you if it is.
Yeah.
Not hurting anybody with
I
that.
would be fine with someone who was into feet.
Yeah.
I'm not into feet, but I like when I get a foot massage.
Yeah. I'm whatever. You know what? If I like you, we could work with
I don't want you to
fetish.
fuck my feet. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I don't know that
I guess if you want to, it's not going to do anything to me.
Yeah. I would have to really like the person, I think, to be
maybe on our wedding night.
Yeah, exactly. To be truly I'm going to give you a foot job or whatever. But I think what I realized is I'm so kind of far from the foot fetish that I don't know what makes for a sexy versus like okay foot. Like I don't know what my foot isn't delivering that like good foot is.
Yeah.
Is it length of toe?
Is it proportion?
Proportion? Is it about
lack
the arch?
of callus or with callus?
Or exactly.
I've got calluses.
I don't know.
I can't imagine that's well. I bet for some people.
I do have a friend who was selling feet pics.
Did they make money?
Yeah. And it was the person just wanted to see their feet dirty.
See, I guess it would be a con, but I feel like it would be very easy to make an AI pair of the best feet you've ever seen.
Right.
And start an OnlyFans for like fairy feet. And it's just the most iconic, beautiful feet you've ever seen.
Well, someone's surely doing that.
I'm like, how do they verify?
How do you verify that it's a real foot?
Because it's like, you know, in OnlyFans models that are very famous hire ghostwriters to like answer. Like there was a drag race queen whose day job was
answering those
being
messages.
A woman, a porn star female, answering like sex from men on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I have another friend who did that. There are plenty of ways to make money in this world off of horny guys.
Yeah.
Let me and you don't have to show your face. And you don't have to show a hole. You just got to show your toes. You just got to show toe.
Toe
or be chatting with them at a constant rate.
Or there's got to be other body parts. Armpits and stuff like that.
I think there's something... I mean, there's that... What's that rule? Like, if you can think it, there's porn for it. Like, I think that's true.
Cartoons.
Okay. But let's talk about... Before we get into the discourse, you've been on the pod before, but since the last time you were on the pod, you have undergone a rebrand online. You went from Fat Carrie Bradshaw, F-A-T, to Fat Carrie Bradshaw, P-H-A-T. So I wanted to open up the floor for you to take the listeners on the journey that you have been on that prompted the rebrand, and then also just talk about, like, the logistics of having to change your Instagram handle after building a very large and successful following with one other handle.
Getting a tattoo.
I was going to say, you do have the old handle.
Famously, the website, everything really in the brand was fat with an F. But I did lose about 120 pounds.
Yeah, you did.
Like your whole body.
Yeah, tiny.
Which is crazy.
And thank you for thinking I'm 120 pounds. And you guys can see on the YouTube. You guys can see it all on the YouTube. Just another reason to just subscribe to the YouTube.
My jawline is reason enough.
It is. And it's sharp.
You. Who knew it was under there the whole time? But I had been working out a lot, but then I had lost like 40 pounds, but it wasn't going any further. And it was very frustrating. So I did off-brand Ozempic.
You did it.
Which has been about a year. And I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. If you're thinking of trying it, then why the fuck not? I didn't really have I had a few negative like evenings in the early days.
Yeah. Like side effects.
Like side effects wise.
Yeah. I was going to ask in general, because something we've talked about on the pod is when, you know, like a very specifically like plus size fashion influencer goes on the shot and how they navigate that and how their fans respond to that and just the entire discourse that exists around that.
Yeah.
I feel like you were pretty open from a pretty early on spot that you were going
I did
on
not want a situation where like that was the thing where it was like being accused or something and I looked like I was trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Especially because when it first came out, I was sort of like vocally anti.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can convince me to do anything.
No, but and that's
also
why you can buy
like,
Chris's feet pics. And that's why Chris is showing toe.
My new fairy toe.
So you've been open from the beginning that's what you were doing. You went on the journey. At what point were you like, okay, I got to change the handle?
So it had been a while. I had been pondering what the change would be because the comments were like, you know, it's time to change the handle, things like that. And then it also got to the point where like if I was meeting someone who I had not previously met and then I'm Fat Carrie Bradshaw with an F, I'm like, if I was still as fat as I was when I started, and somebody else
Yeah,
that
you'd
was
be like,
my
what the
size
fuck?
now was like, I'm fat, Carrie Bradshaw with an F, I would be like, who the fuck do you think that you are?
Yeah. No, I mean, that is very real too, is that it's like you also start meeting new people. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah.
And so I was like, okay, it's time to change it. But then a skincare brand, SkinCeuticals, which I love the best, had reached out about doing something. And I was like, this could be a perfect way to monetize my brand change.
Wow, business.
You know, I'm like, it's going to do well because it's a brand change. And they'll have confidence it's going to do well. And so...
Wow, I wonder if the SkinCeuticals team was like, we booked the Fat Carrie rebrand. We got it.
Listen, I love SkinCeuticals, and
SkinCeuticals is
they're
really
all
good.
so nice. But the day of, so they had approved the video. I made the video. I had checked the handle; it was available. And my manager was like, "Make another account and change like with fat with a PH so that you can make sure it's there." And I was like, "Okay." I didn't do it because I was like, "It's available. I'm just going to change it." So I'm supposed to be posting the video, and it's saying it's not available. I can't change the name. And I like have the video made, approved. I had lied to my manager about having it. And so I had to be like, I don't know what's going on. Whatever. They were so cool about it. They were like, we'll figure it out. And then I was like, if it's not available, what else could it be? Because I had also been toying with like my real name or variations of my real name, which is so basic, it's gone. And the name Chris Burns is like some guy in Scotland with 3,000 followers that like plays music or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I wonder if I can like pay him or something.
But technically that's against the rules, because we've had to talk about this on the podcast too, of like, because I think we had a Grasshole a long time ago that was a gal that was like trying to bully someone into giving her handle and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's technically against Instagram's rules for you to pay someone for their handle.
I mean, it would have to be like under the table.
Yeah, but it's also...
So there's no guarantee that you're going to get it, because there also has to be a 14-day period in between.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk the logistics of actually changing your handle, because listeners to the pod will know that I have wanted to change Pandalise forever.
I do think that yours is a glitch in the system, which happens because when there's like two girls who work for my manager, and they both went on their account to like not change it to fat, but like to see if it was there, and it was there, and they were able to like, they could have hit it.
But are they verified?
Couldn't. No.
So I think it's an issue where if you're verified, and maybe this is also like a glitch or whatever, but they're like, because you're verified and it's not like a bot blue check. Sorry. I earned my blue check.
We can tell.
Sorry. They're like, you have to contact Instagram support to change your handle, but Instagram support doesn't exist. Yes.
So my manager had emailed them. She like knows somebody, I think. It's, it's like I imagine it's like the North Pole up there. Like nobody's answering the phone, but somehow things are
the toys are getting made.
And so one day it just had changed to the PH.
Wow.
But then, and thank God, whatever. But then like, and I was like, in 2 weeks, I have to go make a new account and take the fat with an F so somebody else can't take it. And then I had a meeting with somebody from like a producer for something, like a general. And he was like, yeah, I went to look you up. And I was like, how is this Fat Carrie Bradshaw? And he's like, it's like an OnlyFans star or something.
So an OnlyFans star got it?
And it was like, I look and it's like some hot, chiseled gay man with like 4,000 followers with Fat Carrie Bradshaw with an F. And I'm like, oh my God, someone took it. And so I go to DM him. He had DM'd me previously being like, happy birthday, like years ago.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
And
that's diabolical, but I kind of like, I will say begrudging respect.
Yes.
From a business perspective, that guy was like, I'm taking the handle.
And so we love him now because I was like, hey, it's kind of fucked up that you took my old handle, and now people that are Googling me, because if you Google Chris Burns, Fat Carrie with an F still comes up before the PH. And so he was like, oh, sorry, I just thought it was funny. I'll change it back. And I was like, okay, you're like, what an icon.
That's...
And he's like, but if I were you, I would get it because someone else is going to take it.
Yeah.
So I do have it now. Nobody can take it.
Wow.
I have them both. But I have to be honest, the fat with the pH isn't sitting with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right when it comes up on my phone still.
I felt for you in the transition because I was like, I get why just going like the most 1-to-1 makes sense.
Because I was like, there was all different variations.
Yeah. Where else do you think you would go? Because, yeah, full name doesn't speak to your pizzazz.
Something I also have reserved Chris Burns like fire.
Okay.
Things burn, anything. Yeah. So something along but it's hard when you have such a funny handle.
I know. I struggle because Elise Navidad is taken in a lot of different variations on Instagram. And that really happened after I started doing better on TikTok with that handle. And so I'm like, they know.
It's hard when it's not the same.
I know. And so I'm like, okay, do I try to get Elise Navidad? Do I try to get Elise Morales? I mean, I think everything that I could possibly want is taken.
Mm-hmm.
But in a world where I'm able to talk to Instagram somehow, where I get in touch with the North Pole, I'm like, do I go my full name? Do I try to parlay with the girl who has Elise Navidad and see if I can strike a deal with her?
And like Chris Olsen has just Chris. Like, how?
To have just Chris.
Of every Chris in the whole fucking world.
You got Chris. I mean, that's massive.
I mean,
that's massive.
That would be
incredible. That's someone who has a contact at Instagram.
Oh, for sure.
Early adopter.
Meghan Trainor.
Yeah, exactly. That's Meghan Trainor made a couple calls.
Her lips are moving.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's like extremely fascinating. Everyone watch the space. Maybe the handle will change again.
Yeah, any suggestions?
Yes, guys.
Comment them.
We leave a comment on Spotify, leave a comment on YouTube, leave a comment on Instagram. Let us know if you have pitches.
Leave a 5-star review with your pitch.
Because please do leave a 5-star review. We love your reviews. We need more of them. But yeah, if PH isn't sitting with you, like, you can't have a handle that's not sitting with you. That's what I'm struggling with Pandalise.
And it's
not
kind
who
of
I am
annoying
anymore.
to meet people as just like introduced with PH.
Yeah.
Or like, what's your Instagram? And then why? And then I have to like go back and be like, well, I lost 120 pounds. And I'm like, I can't tell this story forever.
And if you don't specify the PH, then we're running into the exact same problem that you initially changed over, which is
people don't know that it's like ironic. Like, I'm like, I know that fat with the PH is like not a cool thing to say. Like, it's like an ironic thing. So we'll see.
Okay, well, watch this space, everyone. Yeah. Speaking of spaces that we here at Go Touch Grass Pod have been watching, today's Discourse, which for anyone who's listening for the first time is our segment where we dive deep into something everybody online is talking about. Chris already knows this because he's been on the pod. I forget what we talked about in your episode.
I remember talking about a woman who was feuding with a restaurant owner who kept fighting with her reviewers.
Right. Okay, yeah. So we remember the Grasshole. The Grassholes are the ones that are easier to remember, I feel like, because I'm always like, that was crazy. That person was nuts. That person really needed to log off. But today's subject, it's a discourse, but it's also kind of a software update, because today we are checking back in with one of what I would say is Hollywood's biggest discourse inducers right now, an actress by the name of Sydney Sweeney.
A starlet.
She is a starlet. A bombshell?
Is. Well,
I mean, I think that she's
beauty is objective, I guess.
Subjective. She's filling the blonde bombshell void.
She does not give me blonde bombshell, I have to be honest. Does she give you blonde bombshell?
I think that she has all of the qualifications. The two major qualifications.
I don't know why it doesn't just ring. It doesn't ring for me.
Maybe she needs to be doing more like Sports Illustrated type stuff. I feel like she's not doing. For me to respect her. For her to truly be a bombshell. When was the last, would you say, true blonde bombshell? Was it Anna Nicole?
Oh, who is the last?
Because I feel like after Anna Nicole, the Kardashians
I hate to fucking say this because it's so cringy, but at a time, Blake Lively.
But I don't think
Like
she
in the
was ever
Gossip Girl days?
Bombshell. Because I feel like Bombshell is a very titty forward.
I guess as a gay man, blonde bombshell means something. But she was so fierce looking.
But I don't think blonde bombshell.
I think you're right. In a man's gaze.
Yeah, I think blonde bombshell is a very straight male gaze designation, and I think it is a titty forward designation. And I don't think that Blake Lively was ever known for titties like that.
I guess you're right.
Maybe Kate Upton.
Oh, yeah. They really tried to push her.
Yeah.
She was in a movie.
She was in a movie. What movie?
What happened to her?
I don't know, but they were putting her forward. They were certainly trying to.
And also, what's her name? She was a wrestler, but she dated George.
She dated George?
Oh my God, wait. What is his
name?
Elise, I can't remember. George Clooney. I feel like I was having a stroke.
I do not know who you're
I was like, what's
about.
happening? Stacy Keibler.
Oh, okay. I have not.
She was the big titty blonde.
I feel like blonde bombshell, you have to be like household name.
Fair.
And I do think that maybe what Sydney Sweeney is lacking is a little bit of that like Maxim, Sports Illustrated, Victoria's Secret fashion show energy.
Yeah, I just don't find her to be likable. Is that maybe what it is?
Yeah, I do feel like there's a Girls Next Door.
Yeah, there's like a warmth
bombshell.
to a blonde bombshell.
If we're thinking about the classic blonde bombshells, we're talking in Anna Nicole.
I want to hang out with Anna Nicole. I want to hang out with Pam.
We're talking about Marilyn Monroe, obviously.
Of course,
the original.
who doesn't want to hang out with Marilyn? Do you want to hang out with Sydney Sweeney?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no.
I feel like she's
We'll check back in. Let's see what she's up. We'll get into what she's up to, and then we'll check back in.
Yeah.
But so okay. And for everyone watching the YouTube, I am doing our show doc is on my phone today because I forgot to get the iPad from Millie. So just everybody chill.
I feel like an iPad doesn't even make it that much better. Who cares?
Yeah, but there's something more official, at least, looking about the iPad. On the phone, it is tough. But you know what? We're all working.
Is just texting.
Yeah, I'm just texting. I'm being like, Chris is being so weird.
About Sydney Sweeney.
I'm texting
Elisa's
Millie. I'm like,
texting
Chris,
Sydney Sweeney.
Chris says that Sydney Sweeney is not a bombshell. He doesn't know. He said like
she's secretly recording me and sending it directly to Sydney Sweeney.
Secretly recording you and very noticeably recording. Secretly recording you being recorded on the podcast.
How housewives.
I mean, yes, very much so. Okay. So last time we talked about Sydney Sweeney on the podcast was in our Charlene K episode after her infamous American Eagles good genes ad.
Jeans.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring. I worked really hard on the voice because I did an impression of her. I did an impression of her at a show, and so it's like, yeah,
it's true. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
She adds like CHs to stuff. It's like genes are passed down from parents to offspring. Like she's always
also, who wrote Offspring?
I don't know.
As an American Eagle ad.
I feel like all of that language is part of the coded weird eugenics.
Yeah.
That's like why people got the creeps.
Yeah, because it's like,
it.
what the? Why are we using this scientific term?
Yeah, that is why. So, okay. So the kind of the overarching question that I have for this segment in general so Sydney Sweeney is what we call on the pod a discourse inducer. It's someone who everything they do causes some kind of conversation.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out...
Except for the movie that they're in.
Except the things that they want. Except when they release Life of a Showgirl or whatever. No, that caused a lot of discourse, actually. But not in the way she wanted. Anyway, the point is, like, is she an intentional discourse inducer? Or is she more just, the way she presents herself, which is that she's doing her thing and for some reason everybody can't stop talking about it? How intentional is the discourse?
I feel like dating Scooter Braun is really, and then like publicly, like going on public dates.
Okay, so let's get into that because that's the first place that we're going to go. So what has Sydney Sweeney been up to since last we talked about her? A lot. She is currently promoting this movie, Christie, which put a pin in that. We'll get into the Christie of it all. But first, we need to talk about how she is, as you mentioned, dating Scooter Braun, who she met at the Bezos wedding, which is so cursed.
Why are you at the Bezos wedding?
Why are you at the Bezos wedding? Why are you hooking up with Scooter Braun at the business wedding. Like, there's so much that's
I feel like
cursed.
maybe she is just not a good person.
I don't.
Is there a chance that she is like one of the, like, if it's the Hunger Games, she's one of the like elite,
Like, she's what are they? The careers.
the careers.
She's a career. I mean, yes, she also might be just in the Capitol, but I am getting the sense that morality is not what motivates her.
No, and maybe she just does not have the same. Yeah,
She doesn't have the same sense of it. So for anyone who is listening that doesn't know, Scooter Braun is a music producer, but at this point he's worked with a bunch of famous people, but he's probably most famous at this point for being the guy who,
a very unfortunately talented music producer.
yes, if you look at his track record, there's some hits.
Like Dr. Luke also. It's just a shame.
Yeah, it's like he's an evil, sleazy music producer guy in the vein of all of the ones you can think of. But the thing he's probably most famous for is that he was the guy who owned Taylor Swift's masters, and she wanted them back from him, and they were in a legal dispute. He actually ended up selling the masters to like a private equity firm.
He's the reason for Taylor's version.
He's the reason Taylor's versions happened, and then she recently just bought the masters back for $360 million. But she actually bought them back from this other company. Like, he had sold them already to this other company, I think, because it started to become, he's now most famous for that.
Yeah. He
so
was divorced not that long ago, I think, because his wife famously reached out to Taylor Swift, and there was like a thing about that.
That's an incredible thing for her to do. That's awesome. But now he's dating Sydney Sweeney, and they were seen kissing in Central Park. We have a slide right here. So here they are.
Can you imagine?
If I was walking in Central Park and I saw Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun kissing.
Also, we've both lived in New York for about 13 years?
Yeah.
How many times have you sat on a rock with a man and kissed in the daylight?
I mean,
in Central Park.
I have not.
Why are we doing that?
Well,
if not for this?
Exactly. Well, that's what's funny is that, like, when I was reading, an article to like pull these pictures, they were like, Sydney and Scooter go on a private date in Central Park. I'm like, private?
Also, why are you going on a date to Central Park if you're this rich?
For anyone listening, they are perched atop a rock. Like, you could not be more visible. And then they're like sitting and they're kissing. And then in the other pictures, they're like walking around the park. They're in front of the fountain. Like, they wanted
the
to
most
be seen.
Like tourist visited spot in New York and in the park.
Yeah.
Are the fountain and everything. Like, why are they there? If not to be bombarded and seen by people.
Well, exactly. And it's just, this is part of, I'm now fascinated by Sydney Sweeney, because to follow up this whole American Eagle jeans controversy.
Yes.
For the next news story about you to be, I'm dating Scooter Braun.
Who is her PR?
I don't know. And that's what has kind of fascinated me, is I'm like, is it genius? Is it like evil genius, or is it completely short-sighted? We're keeping the pin in Christie for now, but I think it might ultimately turn out to be short-sighted given what else is going on.
You want to like an actress.
Yeah. Well, I think, to go back to the blonde bombshell conversation, I do think people need to kind of generally like you.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're always going to get hate because people will hate on sexy women, and there will be like the slut shaming.
But I think that if the gays and the theys and the she's aren't fans, you're not going to stand a chance.
Exactly.
In an ultimate like creative career.
Right. It's like, you do need to not be kind of, especially not politically aligned with the right, which is what she's doing. And she's not like talented enough to warrant, like, she doesn't have like a Faye Dunaway way of acting. Like, I'm like, you either have to be so terrible for the gays to like you, or be really good. Yeah. I mean, I think that she has done some really good work. Like, I
just don't.
I think she I think she was great as Cassie in Euphoria. We'll see
here's
how
the thing.
new
I didn't
season.
watch Euphoria.
Okay, she is really good as Cassie in Euphoria. That like, and I've never ever been happier is like, it's a good. She's acting in that. I think she's real fun in the first season of White Lotus. I wouldn't say that it's like amazing acting, but she's funny.
I'm like, yeah, we couldn't do that.
We could do.
That's what I'm saying. We're sitting around in White Lotus.
And if Mike White is listening, we could do White Lotus.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you guys are going to the French Riviera, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
I
think they
White
should
Lotus.
do like an Alaska season.
I think that they do seasons where Mike White has decided he wants to go on vacation.
Before.
Yeah, it's like
he said in interviews that it'll never be like a winter climate because he doesn't want to go.
I mean, God
and
bless.
Like a ski chalet would be so fun. But
right,
anyway.
But he doesn't want to. And God bless. That's his right. Just like I guess it's Sydney Sweeney's right to be dating Scooter Braun, but it's just
and also to be going to Jeff Bezos' wedding seemingly alone. Because like in all the pictures she has I guess, whatever. But why? Why are you there if not to like
right, and I'm also
network with the worst people in the world?
So you're close to Jeff Bezos, you're close to Lauren Sanchez. Like, how did this come to be?
There's no way.
All of it is wild, and it was just a wild thing to be like the immediate follow-up to this like crazy James controversies.
And also the outfits are giving like, let's go do a fall photo shoot in Central Park. Because even if you're like just hanging out with your boyfriend or whatever and you're in New York, like it's during the day, it's your only day off, presumably, or whatever from your press tour. Like you're in the hotel room, you're wearing sweatpants, you're not trying to be seen.
No. But she's, she's got like a bomber jacket on. I mean, the style doesn't always hit for me, but
no, there is no style, but it's fall.
But this is a perfect segue. Now we're talking her style into her next thing that she was in the news for. So she recently went to Variety's Power of Women event in LA, where she was honored alongside Kate Hudson, Wanda Sykes, Nicole Scherzinger, and Jamie Lee Curtis.
For
Insane
what?
Group for being a woman.
What was Nicole Scherzinger being for being a
woman in power?
Listen, she did well in that musical.
She did. And it's just Kate Hudson, Wanda Sykes, Nicole Scherzinger, Jamie Lee Curtis. Just a and
what do you
Sydney
think
Sweeney.
They talked about?
Couldn't even begin to imagine. I mean, Wanda was probably like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out of here.
I bet Wanda and Jamie
minutes.
Lee had some good banter.
Probably. Nicole Scherzinger, I think, is probably tough to talk to.
Yeah.
Kate Hudson is probably the glue of the whole situation.
Yeah. I bet Kate Hudson, yes, you're right, because Jamie Lee is probably friends with Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Known Kate Hudson forever.
Yeah. Kate Hudson is probably the one who keeps the conversation going at the table, because I think she can parlay with all of these weird personalities.
I'll agree with you.
But the reason that Sydney Sweeney went viral for this is because she wore this chainmail dress by the designer Christian Cowan, and we have a picture of that. Chris, do you want to describe the look? Have you seen this? You hadn't seen the dress? So you want to describe maybe the main feature of the dress?
So her breasts, which are beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
They are a beautiful set of breasts. I'll say that. She does look like she's chiseled out of sort of marble.
Yeah.
But they're very prominent. Her nipples are
visible.
I'm not saying that it's see-through, but you can't really like it's very interesting.
It's an interesting look.
It's not silver, it's not clear.
No, it's like chainmail kind of.
You'd think that fabric would be uncomfortable on a nipple.
That is actually a major thing that I was thinking about this the entire time, is that I feel that this would be uncomfortable on the nipple.
And okay, we are here with Wanda Sykes, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kate Hudson, and who else was it?
Nicole Scherzinger.
Nicole Scherzinger probably appreciates.
No, Nicole Scherzinger.
You know that her and Nicole Scherzinger are sitting at the table making the other girls feel self-conscious, whispering to each other.
Yeah, about like being MAGA or whatever.
Yeah, or like their amazing boobs.
Yeah.
The hair is classic.
Yes, she also did. This gets lost in the story because the story becomes her kind of visible breast.
If it wasn't,
but she did unveil the bob.
Okay,
this is her unveiling of the bob.
And see, when famous people do like unveilings for their haircut, I just assume like it's a wig.
Yeah,
which it's not.
I think this is a real bob.
Interesting. I will say the dress would be beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, the dress her body looks banging in the dress.
It's like if this was the Met Gala or something,
yes.
I would be here for it.
Yes.
If this was a different event and not if she wasn't standing in front of Step and Repeat with Purina Pet Chow, Lifetime, and Variety on it. It's Lifetime and Purina that's really getting me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bushing up down at the bush area as well.
Yeah, so it is it's see-through all over. There's a degree of like, if you got it, flaunt it. The dress looks fucking great on her. It is a wild look for a Women's Empowerment Award, like, luncheon.
Sponsored by Purina Pet Chow.
But obviously caused an enormous amount of discourse. She went and she gave her speech, and in it she talks about being underestimated as a woman and all this stuff. So then that causes more discourse where people are like, well, your tits are out. So that's why people treat you like you're a boob girl, because you got your boobs out. But then other people are like, she should be allowed to have her boobs out.
Yeah.
And
I feel like she's only, what, 28, 29?
Just recently 28.
So she's had a pretty good career, already. So, yeah.
I mean, I think this is one where I'm like, she did this on purpose.
Oh, well,
this is purposeful.
Yes. Do you think she just hates everyone? I
don't know. That's why I am now totally fascinated. Fuck everyone. I'm going to show my boobs at the luncheon.
I love it.
I love it.
Oh my God, Matthew, that's so funny. I imagine that's her stylist.
Weird, Nicole. I loved you in the play.
Nicole. Tell me about the Pussycat Dolls.
Nicole, Pussycat Dolls were amazing. I love them. We're Wanda Sykes. I love Wanda
Jamie
Sykes. Sorry, it is actually a fun voice to do. I mean, she did this on purpose. I'm fascinated.
It's crazy that she hasn't been in a Scream movie.
Because she behaves in a Scream movie way, but then the projects she does are like these prestige projects. But the Spawn that she does is like, I'm an influencer.
Do you think she's just taking the biggest check?
Yes.
I think she's just taking, like...
But I'm also like, okay, if she's wholly check motivated, why would she want to wade into weird political
Do you think she doesn't, like, get it?
I used to think that maybe she doesn't totally get it.
Or doesn't care. Or does just not think the same political views as
that
us.
Is what fascinates me. Is I'm like,
She was at the Bezos wedding, proudly.
She was at the Bezos wedding. I mean,
She's dating Scooter Braun proudly. This is not a girl's girl. She does not care if the Swifties like her.
No. Apparently Zendaya won't do promo with her for... That's the rumor.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, with the new Euphoria season, there's a lot.
With them, yeah, I'm like, there's got to be a lot of interesting dynamics
happening there.
Happening at the Euphoria cast, where some of them are now such superstars.
And some of them, like, are just stuck in Euphoria. I mean, it is fascinating. This is the dress, I'm like, this is purposeful. This is like trolling, basically.
Yeah.
The dating of Scooter Braun, fascinating. I truly go back and forth about what her motivations are. I mean, I think that she is a conservative woman. She's a registered Republican in Florida at this point. So,
okay, so yes.
So, I mean, cards are on the table there. But the main thing that is causing discourse, apart from Scooter Braun, apart from the dress, is that she did this interview in GQ with Catherine Stoffel.
Of course.
Of course. And she finally addressed very specifically the American Eagle ad controversy. So now we're going to watch the clip of that has been going viral.
I'm literally in jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life. Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad, or Truth Socialed about the jeans ad. And that just seems to me like a very crazy moment for anyone. And I wondered what that was like.
It was surreal.
Mm-hmm.
She loved
it. And it would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently, some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
She's looking at her publicist. What should I say?
I don't think that.
Yes,
it's not
and no.
that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away.
I don't care about
I was
politics.
filming every day. I'm filming Euphoria, so I'm working like 16-hour days, and I don't really bring my phone on set. So I work, and then I go home and I go to sleep.
And you guys should try it.
So I didn't really,
literally,
I don't really see a lot of it.
You've made a really good case for keeping
Who is this
your thoughts and your life separate from that work. But the risk is that,
green tea.
There's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain issues and feel like, I don't want to see Christy because of that. Like, do you worry about that?
No.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority. Like that was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking.
She's like,
and
who was joking?
Since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
I mean, so
she could give a shit about politics.
She certainly does not care that people associate her with the right. That's the sense that I get from that. Is that
she genuinely does not seem to care what people think of her.
Yeah, and not in like a good or cool way.
No, like in like I would let ice in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in a like, it doesn't bother me that people think I'm associated with white supremacy. It doesn't bother me that people associate me with Donald Trump.
Surreal, she said. Wouldn't you be like embarrassing if you didn't?
Yeah. Well, it's very interesting because she didn't go so far as to say like, I love Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
It gives I don't vote.
Yeah. Yes. But she is voting for, and she's voting for Donald Trump. But the interviewer also, I have a lot of struggles with her.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we need to go back to the days of Barbara Walters like grilling Britney Spears for cheating on Justin Timberlake and being like extremely harsh towards her. But something about this interview of her being like, I would feel like it was awesome if someone had my back. And
especially somebody with so much power.
And like, you look great in your jeans, girl. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Why are we kissing ass?
I know. I was like, it was so ass kissy that I was like, this is kind of bizarre. Yeah. So also something else that bothered me about the interview is that her hair is tucked into her coat on one side.
Which is seemingly on purpose.
I know. I'm like, yeah, it felt like purposefully disheveled vibes of like, I don't care.
I'm always working.
I was on set. I'm always working. I don't have my phone.
I'm working and then I go out with Scooter.
Yeah. Well, actually, in this interview, because I watched the whole thing. It was like 20 minutes long, so no need to stand and applaud. But I guess they filmed it in September because she says they filmed it the day after her birthday. And in it, she's like, I'm single and I don't need a man. And I'm
amazing.
Like, fast forward 1 month, you're kissing Scooter Braun in Central Park.
Can I give you a video suggestion that I think would pop off?
Yeah.
You should do a Vogue 73 questions as Sydney Sweeney.
I should. I really should. There's a lot of boob contour that you have to do Sydney Sweeney. It's a difficult place to be. When I did it on stage, I did have to wear a crazy push-up bra, and then I did boob contour. And then,
you could just really stuff it.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm like, is that distasteful?
No, I feel like if you do it like very distastefully, then it's not that distasteful.
Then it's actually, you have to go
like very
with it.
Dramatically, you know, like, yeah. That's why, like, when I would do Vanderpump Rules videos, I would, like, tie a shoestring around my, you know, so to be like, I'm in on it.
Right. You have to go so far. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Guys, maybe you'll see that video. Yeah. Maybe you'll see that video in the feed. So, okay, she gets asked in this interview, right? What if all of this bullshit closes people off to Christy? And she's like, I'm not worried about that.
I don't care. I don't think Christy really was going to ever stand a chance at the box office.
this is not the moment for
Not
Christy.
enough people know who Christy is to call it Christy.
That's also
Do you know what I
true.
mean? I'm like, people that don't, like, if you're just a middle-aged person who is looking at movie times for you and your wife, you're not going to be like, oh, Christy, this is about that
Christy?
female boxer from the 80s.
Yeah, so Christy is this biopic she's doing about, as you said, a female boxer in the 80s.
Christy Martin.
And it opened this weekend and grossed just $1.3 million with a release over 2,000 theaters. So that's really bad.
That's really bad.
That's so bad that it actually ranks among the top 10 worst openings for a new release of a movie that had a more than 2,000 theater release. And the 3 films below it on this ranking were released during the height of the pandemic.
Yikes.
So really, really, really bad opening. Yeah. She's been doing all this press. She's been putting her titties out on the red carpet. She's been kissing Scooter Braun in Central Park. She's been doing all of this stuff, in my opinion, to kind of get her name out there.
Yeah, totally.
All of this stuff is calculated.
But she is not, like, if Emma Stone or someone who everyone loves was in this movie, then people are going to see Emma Stone regardless of what the movie is.
Yeah, or like I'm thinking about like Jennifer Lawrence has been on a pretty powerful press tour right now. I've really enjoyed a lot of the interviews she's been doing. I'm like happy to have Jennifer Lawrence back in my life and in my feeds in this way. And I think she's been doing like a really good job with hers. So it's very, I wonder if Jennifer Lawrence, I think, is maybe too prestige-y to have been a blonde bombshell, but she lived in that space.
I don't know.
She lived in a sexy blonde space for sure. But she was having
an
Oscar. Yeah, too powerful.
Too many powerful roles as well.
Yeah. Oscar at 23, I feel like takes you
Winter's
out of
Bone.
I know.
Yeah, especially her role in that was,
and she's not even blonde in Hunger Games.
No.
And I feel like she would have had to have been blonde in Hunger Games. But either way, I digress. When you're thinking about, people who are doing press tours right now, Jennifer Lawrence.
Margot Robbie, maybe blonde bombshell.
Margot Robbie could be close.
Men love her and women love her.
Men love her.
Margot Robbie would have been great casting for Christy.
Margot Robbie could have done Christy. Sydney Sweeney never could have done Barbie.
Amen. And I will say, Christy, I feel like maybe it's a good movie. She has a very interesting life story. She was like abused, but was also in crazy boxer. Very, and she's still alive. I don't always love a biopic when they're still alive. Yeah. I just feel like nothing. It wasn't like a I, Tonya situation.
No.
Not everyone knows,
No.
the name.
I do also think that the type of fame that Sydney Sweeney has been courting with all of this stuff did hurt her. Because, okay, let's think about who is the audience for a movie about... She's a lesbian, right?
No.
Oh.
I don't believe she is.
Take
but
it out.
think, no, leave it in. Because I
myself.
also thought she just looks like one.
Okay, well...
But she's in an abusive relationship with her husband. So I don't remember if she ends up being a lesbian. So it's okay. I'm gay. We can leave it.
Yeah, we're leaving it in. We're leaving it in for transparency.
It's been approved by the board.
Hey, y'all. Editor Elise here, popping in to say she is gay. So point 1 to me for knowing who is gay. Back to the episode.
But, okay, so the point is, like, who wants to see a women empowerment movie about a boxer lady? Probably people who don't love that you're doing MAGA adjacent stuff. And in a time period where, again, Democrats just want, like, it seems like woke is back is the joke, is like, I think that she made a bet that the conservative cultural shift that we've been seeing was more sweeping than it actually was. And now we're seeing a pretty hard shift backward. And who are the people that are going to go see
women
your
in
boxing
sports
movie about a woman in sports? It's not these horny guys who have been buying your bathwater and stuff, especially when the narrative around the movie... I don't know that she sold her bathwater. Like, the narrative around the movie is also like that she's not hot in it, that she got really jacked for it, that she's been, that she did this like immersive thing, that she changed her body. So she's been trying to like have her feet in two worlds, which is like Miss Sexy, titties out, bathwater for sale, whatever.
Yeah.
And then also, I'm serious actress who's doing this movie. And it's not to say you can't do both, but I think when you also add in the element of, and I'm like MAGA coded now because I specifically have been going for that, who is going to see this movie?
Yeah. And if she had been vocally non-MAGA, people would be loving to go see her in this movie.
It would be different. I do think that it would be different. At least if she was just politically neutral and whatever, I think that it would have stood a better chance. I mean, to be fair, box offices are down in general. The in-person movie industry is not doing great generally. But I don't think...
I've been to a couple sold-out movies in the past year.
And Wicked's about to come out, and I think it's going to do just fine.
Yeah.
So there's a way to sell a movie. I think this was a hard sell in general. And the people that you would be selling it to are also the people that she antagonizes. She's antagonizing Swifties, for God's sake. She's dating Scooter Braun.
Yeah. That's a big fucking population.
That's a big fucking population with expendable income who actually might go see your movie. And they are not all necessarily turned off by the MAGA stuff. You know, whatever. That's a whole... Put a pin in fucking that.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's like, she has antagonized massive groups of movie-going people, and then her movie flops.
Yeah. So it'll be an interesting thing to see where the career goes.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll end the discourse with this. What do you think her intentions are?
I think she didn't think through... Like, I think she thought this was going to be her Oscar movie.
Yeah.
And... Yeah, I don't think she thought anybody would really care about the stuff she does.
Yeah, I think that she placed her bet on this like conservative cultural shift being more powerful.
But see, like, I'm like, I don't think she even thought through it. Like, I think she like was just like, why is it bad that I went to Bezos's wedding? Why is it bad that I went out with Scooter Braun?
I think that she is a conservative woman.
Yeah.
I think she grew up in a conservative
Which
home.
I think Christy Martin is as well.
Yeah. I think she surrounds herself with conservative people in general. So as she's taking on these different things, the people that she surrounds herself with are like, it's fine. All those people are woke losers.
Yeah.
You're good. Do this.
He's rich. Who cares?
He's rich. Whatever. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. And then I don't think that it's... I think that the people who are around her are like gassing her up to do this stuff, and that we always talk about like people who live in a liberal bubble and like can't see what the real shit is because of the liberal bubble. I think she lives in a conservative bubble, and she was like, actually, the stuff I'm doing is cool. Actually, the stuff I'm doing is cool.
The interviewer is making her think that.
Right? Look at how the interviewer is
probably
talking
because her team, I'm sure, specifically, you know.
Yeah, cultivated this. And then I think it just came back to bite her because she's so kind of smug when asked about, are you worried about how Christy will be received because of your political shit? And she's like, no. If someone's going to be closed off to that, like blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, well, your movie just flopped really, really badly.
Yeah, like people are going to be closed off to that.
Yeah. We live in an extremely polarized time.
Yeah.
And if you choose to make yourself an emblem of one side or the other, people
are going to hate you.
People are not going to go see your movie. And unfortunately, you kind of aligned yourself with the side that actually doesn't care about artsy prestige movies about women's sports.
They're going to Talladega Nights
Yeah, well, Talladega Nights is an amazing
Well, you know.
But yes, I mean, like, you aligned yourself with the side that is actually not the side that's going to go see this movie. So you kind of fucked yourself.
The side that really probably doesn't go to that many movies.
If she was doing this and she was being in like a Transformers movie, she'd be fucking fine.
Yeah.
But she's doing this and then also trying to do prestige
She had like a Megan Fox career.
Right. And it's like, and Megan Fox doesn't even do the shit that she's
doing. I know.
Megan Fox is actually like kind of fun.
You should have put her in Christy.
Right. Megan Fox could do Christy.
She was pretty good in that movie where she was the robot.
Right. I mean, she's great in Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, there was that. Did you see that new one?
No.
With her and the hot Italian guy?
No, but God bless.
And she's like a sex AI. Like she's like an AI, like his wife is sick with cancer. And so they get this AI robot to like help with the daughter. And then,
I think and it's like the AI robot falls in love with him too.
Well, she's kind of like evil. Yeah, she fucks him as a robot.
Okay, so it's like Smart House, but there's a sex.
But it's Megan Fox.
It's Megan Fox. I mean, God
and
bless that.
And a hot Italian guy. Yeah.
And God bless that. And God bless movies. I want movies to succeed, but you can't. Yeah, it's like she antagonized the exact base of people that are going to go see this movie. That was kind of a hard sell to begin with in a time where people aren't going to movies. So it's like, you've got like a high bar to clear. She was obviously gunning for an Oscar.
And people were like,
it's
people love Sydney Sweeney. It's going to do so well.
And then it's like, she made herself someone that is now polarizing. Yeah. And she's smug and weird about it. It's like, girl, you placed your bet in the wrong place.
Yeah.
I think it is intentional and misinformed. I think that she has surrounded herself with people who made her think that like there would be no consequences to this and like that she could just do whatever. And I think that she maybe is now realizing actually. Yeah.
It's too late.
Los Extra Value Meals están de regreso. Ahora te puedes llevar un delicioso Sausage, Egg and Cheese McGriddles y un Hash Brown y un café por solo $5 en McDonald's. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawaii, Alaska y California y con entrega.
Okay, it's time to move on. So our final segment of every episode is Grasshole of the Week, where we talk about the person who needs to log off the most. But I wanted to take one moment. Every once in a while, we do a segment called Grasshero of the Week.
Okay.
This is someone who is using the internet perfectly. Someone who's making all the right decisions, not a Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
And so today, we're going to talk about a woman on TikTok by the name of Nicolée Monroe.
Fun.
She is a Kentucky woman who has been calling churches.
Oh, I know her.
You know. Okay. This has probably come across your feed. She's calling churches in the wake of the suspension of SNAP benefits to see if they are helping families in need. And basically, she's calling to see.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Same vein. One time in high school, I was driving home from high school and it was a crazy snowstorm. And there's a church on the way and my car skidded like off the road. And so I was in the empty church parking lot and then the priest came out and knocked on my window and was like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, in the snowstorm, mind you. And he's like, "Well, you can't just sit here in the parking lot of the church," and made me leave.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Because the story of Jesus isn't about feeding
literally
the hungry. It's not about letting
in your empty parking lot.
Like
a high school student.
About how you should let strangers in who are the victims of weather.
A giant parking lot, mind you. This church used to be a grocery store.
That's, classic. So we're going to watch one of her videos real quick just to give props to Nicolée Monroe.
Great job, girl.
Great job, girl. Grasshero.
Okay, so I'm calling your church to test to see if they would help feed a starving baby. And per request, somebody wanted me to call the United House of Prayer for All People. And they told me I can call any location. So I chose the one that's in Winsboro, South Carolina. I hope I pronounced that right. So we're going to call them and see if they would help feed a starving baby.
She also plays a fake baby crying
it's crazy.
sound during the videos, which is really funny.
803-635-4965. Can't take your call now.
Okay, so we're just going to, since I'm already on this church, we'll just switch and go to the one that's in Spartanburg really quick.
How's the press?
Hi, I was calling, I don't know if y'all can help, but I was wanting to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all. I have a 2-month-old and she ran out last night, and so I'm just trying to find somebody that can get me some formula. I just need like a small can.
You have to slow down. I can't understand nothing you say.
Baby formula?
What you mean a baby formula?
Yeah, I have a...
You want somebody to give you some money or something?
No, I just need the formula. I have a 2-month-old and she ran out last night, so she's went all night and all day without formula.
We don't have any formula here for not baby. No, we have a kitchen, but we don't have milk.
Okay. Is there any way y'all could just get a can and I could pick it up?
No, I don't know that. We don't have time to do that because we don't have nothing for senior citizens here, and we don't have nobody to do that. So you have to try to call another area.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
She has like 38 parts to this series, and I think only 9 churches have said yes. And one of them was the Islamic Center of Charlotte. And it's one of the only ones where she called. They immediately called her back, and they were like, "Yeah, what formula do you need? What brand? Whatever." So just interesting.
How interesting.
How interesting. to see. Now it is time
Oh, yeah.
for us to talk about our Grasshole of the
Excited.
week. This is the person, places, businesses, restaurateurs, business owners who need to log off the most. This week's Grasshole is a woman by the name of Ashley Baz. And I would say that this is going to fall in the loving go touch grass categories. You know,
Okay.
sometimes we're telling people go touch grass, we're mad at them. Sometimes
With an
we're
exclamation.
saying,
Sometimes it's like baby.
yeah. So this I think is more
It's
of a
time.
baby.
Okay.
You stepped in it.
You need some
to
tough
step
love.
away.
Yeah.
We need to step away
Redeemable.
from the phone. Bez is a 41-year-old comedian, actor, and writer. She has 45.4 thousand followers on TikTok, 25,000 on Insta, and she went bad viral last month after posting this video.
I am at a wedding. I'm literally hiding out in the staff hallway right now because I've been having kind of a panic attack all night. Because when I walked into this wedding, that is when I found out that it is black tie. And literally every woman at this wedding is wearing a floor-length black gown. Not only is it black tie, but you're supposed to wear all black. Like, I asked my boyfriend what was I supposed to wear to this wedding, and he said, whatever, just something nice. It's a wedding. And I was already a little worked up because I have like a knee and a calf injury right now, so I have to wear flats, and I don't have any fancy flats. So I'm like wearing white Doc Martens, but let me show you my outfit. Every single person in this wedding, long black dress. This is what I'm wearing. Do you see this? Here's my... I look like a kindergartner on her first day of school.
So, Chris, can you describe the look for the listeners?
It's almost hard to describe. It's almost like a is it a dress?
It looks
or
like,
is it two
like
pieces?
a tulle.
It's not even tulle. It's like if you took a bathing suit fabric, flipped it inside out, so it's white on the outside, but the inside there's like a light palm tree design.
Yeah, it's pink and blue.
It looks like a tan. It looks like if you get a bathing suit at Walmart that has the built-on cover-up.
Yes, it looks like what the flower girl would wear at
but like a very cheap version.
Yeah, but at like a not chic wedding.
It's not appropriate for. I can't think of one event that.
Yeah, it's not appropriate for any.
It was just like genuinely ugly and also white.
It's like pink and blue.
Definitely never ever should that be worn at a wedding.
And the white Doc Martens really take
it looks like if you were going to a rave.
Yeah,
in Brooklyn.
It looks. I mean, it's not good.
It's not.
It's
good.
not. It's not a good look, and it, as people were very quick to point out, there are actually very few weddings where that would be an appropriate look.
That would not be appropriate for Joe Exotic's wedding.
Damn.
I mean,
damn.
It was.
It's not. No, it's not good.
White Doc Martens and a skirt that's made. It looked like sheen fabric.
Yeah. In a world where it's like, it would have to be a wedding where like it had a very specific theme, and the theme was like quirky fairy tale cheap, and the theme was cheap.
Fairy, I'll give fairy. Like it looks like if you were going to mushrooms in the woods wedding. Yes.
So okay, I do have compassion for Miss Baz here because this went bad viral very quickly and very fast.
I could see
this has 5.5 million views at this point. Largely negative comments.
I would imagine.
And here's what I think. I think as a comedian, and you can speak to this, when something like this happens, you're like, okay, well, this is funny, so I'm going to post. I'm going to post about this dumb thing I did. She is being self-deprecating in the video. Like, it's not like she's posting it in a way of being like, people are being mean to me and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't think that maybe she realized that one of the hottest discourses you can get involved in on TikTok is inappropriate wedding attire discourse.
Yeah. Or did she know exactly what she was doing?
I mean, maybe. I'm not getting that vibe from her.
Because I'm like, that's a dream of mine. To post something like that where it's like genuinely I wore the wrong thing, and it goes that viral, even if it's bad.
I mean, I hope she's monetized.
All press is good press.
I hope for her that she's monetized and then she's getting, some money to maybe buy new dress.
A new gift for the whoever's wedding it was, an apology gift.
Yes,
perhaps.
Exactly. But the sense that I get from her is that she thought the response to this was going to be, oh my God, ha ha ha, that's crazy.
Your crazy boyfriend.
Yeah. And there were people who were like, well, this is on the boyfriend. And there is a degree to which it is on the boyfriend.
How many followers did you say she had?
She has 45,000 now.
Okay.
But this is after two videos with 5 million views, because she does make another clarification video that we will watch in a second.
Oh, okay, great.
So I would say maybe she was hanging at like 20,000 before this.
Okay.
I would say almost certainly has never gone viral like in this manner. And I think she thought the response was going to be, ha ha ha, oh my God, that's crazy. But again, wedding attire related discourse has people in a fervor on TikTok. There is a whole world of this woman wore white to my wedding, or she wore something close to white.
Scorned.
Everyone is like, I would throw juice on that person. People are constantly,
kill her.
I mean, truly, people are constantly on TikTok claiming to have thrown juice, would throw juice,
blood.
They're gonna light this bitch on fire because she wore a pale yellow dress and it looks crazy in the sun. Like this,
burn her.
Truly, this is not a discourse that you want to be wading into.
Don't post your wedding outfit.
And the dress is completely insane and it would be also different if she was like, I didn't realize it was black tie and I wore this colorful dress. Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to a wedding.
I thought it was a bowling alley birthday.
Okay, a week goes by and she posts this clarification.
A week is crazy.
I know. So let's watch the clarification video. We're only going to watch some of it because it is 7.5 minutes long.
Good for her. And 5 million views.
And 5 million views.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Ashley Bez. You may recognize me from last weekend when I wore the wrong thing to a black tie wedding. And so what happened was I didn't read the invitation for so many reasons. The big reason is because my dog is sick, so I've kind of just been dealing with that.
We're blaming the dress on a sick dog.
Meals and hoping it's not something really bad. And when there's something going on in your life, a lot of times other things fall by the wayside. This wedding, I did not look
crazy
at
to come up
the
with
invitation. It was a friend of my boyfriend's. Neither of us had met the bride. I'm trying to think of the last time.
I'm sure she loves you now.
I even saw the groom. I think it was 6 years before
then why were you
the
there?
date of the wedding. He's very sweet. I did not know him very well. Clues that it could have been black tie. I did not see them. Did I look at the website? No. 100% on me. I am absolutely not blaming anyone for that. That is my fault. I should have looked at the website. That was a very stupid move. That was on me. But my boyfriend, he thought that black tie, bless his soul. He goes, oh, I thought black tie was women can wear whatever they want. It's the one time men have to wear something.
Oh, honey.
Really
okay, but also was the boyfriend wearing a tux and she looked at him and thought, I'm still going to wear this?
Insane to me in the comments. So I live in New York. I'm an artist.
I don't want to run into her.
Where you dress up, but you dress interesting. And I'm not
I agree.
Okay.
You should have done that.
If you have a personal style, that's okay. You just wear something nice. People were freaking out the most about the Doc Marten boots and socks. Again, I tore my calf muscle running. I can't. The number of things that happened that led to this outfit. I tore my calf muscle. I put on a pair of heels. I was like, well, I can't walk in shoes that it feels like someone's stabbing me in the calf. The only other shoes I own are running sneakers. Everyone's like, wear cute flats. Don't own them. I own literally 3 pairs of shoes. So
okay, another interesting excuse.
First of all, you can acquire cute flats.
Yeah.
They're
in stores. They're sold in stores.
Amazon.
In New York.
We've got it, etc. So this video, it goes on for 7 minutes. She also, the point we couldn't even get to is that she says that the wedding was at a bar. And so she thought that because it was at a bar, it was not going to be black tie fancy in that way.
It's also an October wedding, and we're dressed for the beach.
It looks like a costume, the outfit that she wore. So it's just not appropriate for any wedding that, again, doesn't have a very specific, like, whimsical theme going on. So it's like, it's not even that it wasn't black tie. It's that it was a wedding. Yeah, it's that it was a wedding in general.
And you're dressed for a tiki party.
Yeah. I know, and it's like the Doc Martens are crazy, but it's also like actually
She's like, and they weren't serving fish bowls.
Yeah. So, okay. She posts the 7.5 minute long video. I personally feel like the way to go with this is more either don't address it at all, let it ride and just start posting your original content, or it's a 2-minute long video and you're like, guys, I know you hated the look. I'm sorry. I would
double down on it.
Yeah, you
wear it someplace else inappropriate.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do a funny video where you're wearing it.
A job interview.
To a job
now
interview.
You have a whole bit. You're wearing the dress to inappropriate places.
Yes. I think the 7.5 minute long video of her being like, well, my dog was sick and I don't own shoes. and my boyfriend.
What am I supposed to do?
She's 41 years old. I'm like, your boyfriend doesn't know what anything is?
He also was like, what if your boyfriend looks at you and is like, you're really going to wear that to the wedding? Like, he maybe he's just supportive.
I know. I'm struggling with the boyfriend. Not just that he doesn't know what black tie means, but that he can't get her any
But also, like, I don't double check a wedding invitation to see if it's black tie. Like, I'm going to a wedding. I'm going to dress appropriately.
Well, the thing that's also getting kind of buried in here is there was actually a very specific dress code, which was for all the women to wear black.
Oh.
So like,
which would have been the easiest reach with a sick dog and no shoes.
Exactly. So it's like the boyfriend didn't just fuck up with black tie men. He did not communicate a very crucial piece of information to her.
Also, if I walked into a wedding wearing that and I'm supposed to be, everyone else is in black, they're in New York.
I'm leaving and getting a
black dress anywhere. You can get just a $10 black dress.
Genuinely, I agree that if somehow it came to be that I was so confused that I'm wearing that and I'm walking into a wedding where the dress code is everyone is wearing all black, I'm turning around and I'm buying a black dress.
Also, I'm like, we're at a bar. They have to have black things there. Like, I'm like, there was options.
There were options other than to stay.
Text a friend.
And make the TikTok. Exactly. So
I'm waiting in the closet because my friend's bringing me a black dress because I was wearing this.
I mean, truly, I would be like, hun, we're in a fight now.
Yeah.
Number one. But I got to go. I'm going to get a dress from a friend or I'm going to go to the nearest Target, Marshalls, whatever.
Walmart.
Fucking Rainbow.
Yes.
There are black dresses within
reach
of you at any place in New York City.
Yes.
So I'm going to go get a dress. Whatever. Maybe she's going all the way home and changing into a black dress. Either way, but I'm not staying at the wedding dressed like that.
No, I'll be right back.
Yeah, for my own self. And she was embarrassed. And she did feel bad. So I'm like, you have options. Go home. You live in New York.
Yeah.
It's not like she's at a faraway barn wedding in the middle of nowhere and they're like you're stuck in
Which, by the way, I went to a faraway barn wedding once where I forgot a suit jacket. And guess what? I went to a Kohl's 30 miles away and I found one.
Yeah, like things can be done.
Via Uber.
So, okay, we're going to round this out. The bride has spoken.
Amen.
The bride has spoken. So she made one more video. This is the final video from @DearestWorld Hannah. This is the bride in question.
Hey guys, so I'm sure at this point you have already seen the video about the wedding guest in black tie who was not in black tie, wearing a pink and blue tutu dress and white Doc Martens. I was the bride. Here's story time. We are all fucking good. You know, me and Ashley have already chatted about this. Sorry it took me so long to respond. I actually don't have a TikTok, and he ever kept sending me this video. I've just responded LOL because like I'm not even watching it. And then finally, you know, my mom is like, Hannah, this girl's at your wedding. Watch this video. Please watch this video. It's like, oh shit. Like, you know, I think you're allowed to not like someone's outfit and have an opinion about that, but some of the comments that y'all were leaving were really, really uncool.
Okay, we have a
I
class
would
act on
believe
our
like
hands, people.
3 or 4 years ago on the day that I had to put my cat down. Legitimately.
A lot of animal
Still,
related.
that is like why I deleted TikTok, like fully.
Because you had to put your cat down?
Have war flashbacks thinking about that. I do think we should have a, moment of compassion and really think about like what we're saying on the internet.
For not having TikTok, she sure
I
knows
do
how to
wanna
edit a
bring
video
up-
pretty quickly.
I know.
Get ready with me.
First detail is that it was not a black tie wedding. It was black tie optional. I just wanted you to dress nice. But for women, I did say, please wear a black dress or gown. The reason why I did that is because I think it's even more ironic with this whole situation. I chose that because I was like, what every person in New York has in their wardrobe?
I'm screaming.
A beautiful black dress. Also, I do want to say
She's like,
that
I literally made
the
it as
wedding
easy as possible.
was not at a bar. I asked Ashley why she said it was at a bar, and she said that it was just to kind of create like a red herring. She didn't want anyone.
Liar!
I know. Okay, we can pause it here. So, the wedding wasn't at a bar.
What a liar.
And it's like, okay, I get that she's like, I didn't want to give too many details to that.
Whose wedding it was?
Yeah, whose wedding it was. But then you don't get to include that in your explanation.
No, she just wanted it. Yeah.
Because this woman reveals that it was actually at like a rented out restaurant type situation. So I'm like, okay, I just can't get over that it wasn't even just that it was black tie. It was that women were actually explicitly instructed to wear a black dress, which obviously that information did not get to Ashley. But the boyfriend really fucked up by
the pooch on that one.
by not relaying that piece of information.
Yeah, that's
and this
shitty.
is why, ladies,
her life could have been so much easier.
We cannot be relying on a straight male partner for information
fashion?
about weddings that we're going to.
No, look
Absolutely
it up.
not.
What did you let him send the gift too?
I mean,
Men are idiots.
Truly, when I had one, even when we were going to weddings for his family, I'm looking at the invitation. I'm RSVPing.
I don't
for
think
us.
my father has looked at a wedding invitation probably ever in his whole life.
Yeah, no.
Or my brother who's married. I'm like, they have no idea what they give me for holidays.
Unless you know your partner to be someone who really cares about that stuff, which obviously this guy doesn't because he doesn't know what black tie means. Like, girl.
He sounds nice though.
He sounds nice. Take a gander at the wedding invitation. So, Ashley Bez, for the crime of not reading the invitation, posting the L, then doing the 7.5 minute long video, lying in it, and also for making someone else's wedding go viral in a way that's about you. So it's like you kind of hijacked the wedding with your outfit, and then also now have made the wedding
even unintentionally.
Yeah. Even unintentionally, it's like now this girl's wedding is always this viral wedding that has nothing to do with her or her husband or anything nice that they did. Instead, it's just all about you.
Yeah.
So for using social media to make somebody else's wedding all about you, Ashley Bez, we must say, go touch grass. And that's our episode.
Thank you for having me here.
Chris, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I was going to say we usually end by telling our listeners where they can find you, follow you. We've already talked about your handle. Obviously, it may change. But for right now, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Fat Carrie Bradshaw with a PH on Insta and TikTok.
And you can find me at Pandalise on Instagram. That's Pandalise for now, until we get in contact with one of the elves.
Amen.
At Meta.
With Adam.
Until I get in touch with Adam. Elise Navidad on TikTok. And you can find this podcast at Go Touch Grass Pod on everything. And until next time, go touch grass.
Go Touch Grass is created and hosted by Elise Morales and Millie Tamares.
Recording and sound production by My Friend's Basement Studio. And our theme song is by Doug Wydick.
Los Extra Value Meals están de regreso. Ahora te puedes llevar 10 jugosos McNuggets y papitas medianas y una bebida por solo $8 en McDonald's. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawái, Alaska y California y con entrega.